According to the 2018 Seasonal Agriculture Survey data published by the National Institute of Statistics of Rwanda, cassava is the second most grown crop after banana in terms of cultivated area. The same data indicates that cassava is the fourth most consumed staple crop in Rwanda, as freshly harvested roots or as transformed recipes, majorly ugali made from cassava flour. So far, cassava has only been processed in Rwanda to produce cassava flour that is mainly used for ugali or fufu. However, cassava is also a source of good quality flour for baking, which Rwandan cassava processors have not previously been able to produce. In partnership with Rwanda Agriculture and Animal Resources Development Board, RAB, and the Technologies for African Agriculture Transformation TAT Cassava Compact, the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture IITA in Rwanda, through her Cassava Brown Streak Disease CBSD control project, has been working for the diversification of cassava utilization as critical part of its value chain in Rwanda. In this regard, in 2019, the project trained some local cassava processors on how to process the high-quality cassava flour for ugali and baking to be used to bake various products, such as bread, cakes, mandazi, chapatis, donuts, etc. Thanks to this training, some of the local processors have started producing the cassava flour for baking. Kinazi cassava plant also acquired this training on making quality cassava flour for baking and is in the process of certifying it for external market.
Ngirango hari nk'ibintu bibiri byagize ibyo bitumarira iyo training atumariye kimwe nabita nko kumenya ko nyine n'ibyo bintu bibaho kuba abantu bashobora gukora gukoresha ifu batayikoresheje mu kwirya gusa ahubwo bashobora kuyikoresha no mu bindi. Ikindi nuko twabonye ko hashobora kuba harimo inyungu nk'uruganda twebwe dukora business ariko tuvuze ngo ni iyindi produit tugiye gushyira hanze nabyo ni ikintu twabonye ko gishobora kutuzanira inyungu. Dutekereza ko umunsi twatangiye gukora izindi produit bivuze ko demand ziyongera abaturage dukore byinshi ariko tunagure n'ibyinshi abaturage n'agace dukoreramo gakomeze gutera imbere ko tuba tubagurira byinshi.
Akanoze is a cassava flour processing plant located in Kamonyi district. It was one of the processors trained on quality flour processing and have successfully continued to process the cassava flour for baking.
IITA yaduhaye formation ntabwo natwe twari tubizi ntitwumvaga ko binashoboka baduha formation natwe duhita tugira inyota yo kubikora uko icyo gihe bari batubwiye ko tugomba kujya dufata imyumbati iteze neza itageze ku mwaka ariko noneho twarabikoze dusa n'abakoresha ya myumbati batubwiye dusanga nyine yafu imeze nk'ifarini nk'uko batubwiye tubona ko nta nicyo bihindura ku ifarini isanzwe noneho gusa wenda twagiye tubona ko hari ukuntu iyo twakoze iyo fu iradukonsoma umuriro mwinshi kuko bisaba ko akayunguruzo mbese gasohora mbese ifu inoze cyane. Icyo gihe rero akayunguruzo twakoreshaga yafu isanzwe ntabwo ariko dukoresha muri bya bindi ariko noneho kubera ko tuba tuzi ko turibona abakiriya bayo nta kibazo bidutera. Tugitangira twatangiye ku biro nka 500 mu kwezi uko bigenda bizamuka tugenda tugera kuri toni 2 toni 3 gutyo kugeza ubu ngubu tugeze muri toni zigeze muri 20 ngira ngo murabibona.
Dusabumuremyi Jane supplies fresh cassava roots for processing to Akanoze factory. She says that the demand for cassava roots has been going up continuously, which is good for farmers like her who produce roots.
Bagemurira imyumbati bitewe na tona ashaka tukamukurira akadupimira nuko tumugemurira biterwa we n'izo ashaka atwishyura ku biro ikiro kiba gihagaze amafaranga 90. Ni hafi bituma duteza akarere kacu imbere natwe ubwacu bikatworohera kugemura hafi bikagenda bituzamura. Ikintu byamarira kumugemurira abashije kugira isoko ryagutse yabasha kujya aduha nk'amafaranga tugahinga kare bigatuma bitworohera mu buhinzi.
TED Africa has been facilitating this training and sent their cassava expert to Rwanda to train local cassava processors.
The idea of training local cassava processors in Rwanda was a demand-driven process where RAB, that is Rwanda Agriculture and Animal Resources Development Board, together with her partners, got to know of the information about the possibility to partner with TAT to train their local cassava processors. And this activity was already successfully being achieved in other countries. So it was a demand-driven request. According to Dr. Adebayo Abbas, who is the leader of the Cassava Compact, TAT Cassava Compact, the technologies will benefit cassava processors like Kinazi cassava plant in Rwanda to be able to expand their market. Already, that flour is being used elsewhere to process a number of products in countries like Colombia, Brazil, and Nigeria. They are already integrating a high quality cassava into baking industries. And this is very, very important in Rwanda for the local processors to be able to expand their market. Has already used this approach in other countries also in Africa, including DRC, Togo, and Sierra Leone. So we believe that this will benefit the local people here in terms of scaling up their business in cassava processing. The smallholder farmers will also benefit from this technology because when the processors are able to expand their market, then it means that they will demand more cassava roots from the farmers. And this means increased markets for the farmers. But also then the farmers will also respond by increasing productivity. The increased productivity will demand more cassava seed. And those now who are involved in the cassava multiplication sector will also benefit because then there will be a demand for planting material. So it will be a full cycle of benefits starting from the processors by themselves, then trickling to the farmers who are producing roots for the processors, and then eventually also the seed multipliers who are also increasing seed multiplication for increased production of cassava in Rwanda.
Aya mahugurwa afite akamaro kanini kuri segiteri y'ubuhinzi bw'imyumbati muri rusange mu Rwanda, kubera ko uhereye ku muhinzi wahinze imyumbati azabona isoko, uruganda narwo rutunganya iyo fu nabo bazabona isoko, abakora imigati nabo babone isoko, kugeza ku muntu wa nyuma urya ibikomoka kuri iyo fu y'imyumbati. Ari nayo mpamvu ngiye nashishikariza ko inganda zikora imigati zatekereza uburyo zajya zivangamo ifu y'imyumbati.
The introduced cassava flour for baking is a cornerstone in the cassava processing value chain, which is set to add value to cassava crop, furthermore help to diversify products produced from cassava, and increase its demand in both the country and in exports. This will ultimately benefit all value chains actors and particularly small-scale farmers by providing better markets for their cassava roots.